What's up, all my Portuguese video watching crusaders? Today we're taking a look at Peniche. This was our second day trip, or our second overnight trip rather, of the entire trip to the country, with Porto being the first. As you can see, it is a peninsula that juts out into the Atlantic Ocean. I'll do a little zoom out here so you can see where it is in relation to everything else. Kind of sandwiched in between, well, not really sandwiched, but in between Lisboa to the south and Nazaré to the north. I love Peniche. This was a cool, kind of laid-back beach town. Definitely in the running for my favorite city in Portugal. The other contender being Lagos to the south. Where is Lagos? It's down here somewhere. There it is. We went here the first time I came to Portugal back in 2018. We did not make it down there this time, but also awesome beach town. Did some kayaking down here. Met some people from Germany, Australia, and France on the kayaking trip. In fact, Cindy, if you're watching this, leave a comment, let me know. All right. Just playing. But anyway, back to Peniche. Yeah, it's just beautiful coastline, beach access everywhere, parking everywhere, not too crowded, bars all up and down the beach, surfing schools all up and down the beach. I also did some diving here. I posted those videos weeks ago, so definitely check those out. I actually dove at an island, this one, called Ferrilhões, Ferrilhões? Definitely mispronouncing that. Not even labeled on Google Maps. In fact, you have to switch to the satellite view to see it, and they clearly didn't care about taking a satellite picture of this because that has some crummy resolution. Another big, I guess, tourist point on Peniche, or dealing with Peniche, is Berlingues, which is this island. Unfortunately, I didn't go to this one. Much better satellite views here. The group did a day trip out there the same time I was diving, so unfortunately I missed that, but drove past it in the boat. It looked cool, so hopefully next time I'll get on that. But anyway, just wanted to kind of show you where we started, and I wish I had done this with Castelo de Pombal, but forgot. Whoops. But stay tuned, we're going to jump into some videos from this beautiful peninsula. Okay, here we are at the first lookout point we drove to. This was kind of an impromptu trip. We're actually driving around looking for a restaurant, or driving to the strip, and my bro took a hard right, and we kind of ended up here, and I'm glad he did. So that's Berlingues on the left out of the distance, and Ferrilhões to the right of that. This was to the northern side of the island, so all the time we spent, well, I keep panning past it. You can see those two islands in the distance. The one on the left is Berlingues, the one on the right is Ferrilhões. Yeah, we kind of stayed to the north part of the island. It's just all we sort of had time for, I guess. We never went to the south side of the peninsula that I recall, unless maybe the boats launched from there, or I don't know, actually. I'd have to kind of get on a map and check that out, but we went to what I call the strip 2 days in a row, which, you know, just was a straight line with bars, restaurants. I'm sure there was probably other strips, but that was kind of the one. But that was just a beautiful lookout. Unfortunately, we didn't have much time to hike around there. I would have loved to go on to the very end of that. So this is on the other side of the bay.
It is the water. Yay!
You want to go check and see if they're...
Little one sees the water. Yeah, this is kind of on the other side of the bay, so we're looking across to where we were in that first segment, sort of.
These, like diagonal layered rock formations. I've seen them all over the place here. Like this is the top of one sticking out of the water. You see that?
Yeah. Looks like something's pushing up at some point, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask my rock guy. Cole, where are you at?
I think that's part of the left, like the little mini town I was talking about.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, we drove all around it there. Yeah. Cole's my rock guy. He's a geologist. He'd probably love to see this. Yeah, there's definitely some tectonic action. I know Nelia mentioned that Lisboa had a massive earthquake at some point, however many hundreds of years ago, so there's definitely tectonic plate action around here. This is us just heading to one of the many public beaches, just everywhere, parking everywhere. Pretty much, you know, close your eyes and point and you'll find a beach. I do got to give a shout out. So where we just were 2 seconds ago at the restaurant looking out over the bay, we ate there and we were, you know, talking amongst ourselves, and there was a guy behind us kind of reading a book, and I didn't think much of it. He leaned over and he asked, "Where in the United States are you guys from? Are you from the South?" And I'm thinking, what? How in the world does this guy... So he could tell by our accents. First of all, I don't think I have a Southern accent, but everybody in the Midwest up north knows I'm from down south. From South Carolina, actually. He said, so this is a guy, you know, born and raised in Peniche, native Portugal, never been to the United States. Said he watched a Civil War film, and our accent sounded like the soldiers from the South, so he guessed that we were... Oh, that video froze. Next. That blew my mind. Oh, gotta get some meow sauce in there. Yeah, this is when I ventured into the extremely cold Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, this reminds me of the Pacific Ocean in California, in Southern California. Probably warmer, but it sure didn't feel like it right now. I think it was mid-60s when I went diving. I'd have to check. Which, yeah, in California it's probably colder than that. But anyway, this guy was just so impressive. Just the fact that he said that, we got to talking for a little bit. So he was I think he said he used to work at a surf school, and now he is, he's a tour guide, I guess I'll call it, at a museum in the city where they used to house political prisoners. He really encouraged us to come. I would have loved to have gone and taken that tour. We just kind of ran out of time. But he was a really awesome guy. He's one of those people you meet. He's in the running for best local I've ever met anywhere I've been. In fact, he might be #1. So Andre, man, if I ever get to Peniche, I'm going to come to your museum. He was just a really interesting guy. He said he had a dream of going to New York City and eating shoot, I can't remember now if it's pastrami or salami, but he wanted to go to New York City and eat a sandwich because he saw that online or something. That was kind of a common theme in this country. A lot of the people I talked to would reference movies, like how they knew about America. They'd never been, but they're like, yeah, I know about it from this movie or that movie. And like my dive guide was really into the Marvel movies. I've never seen them. I made a joke, you guys watch too many American movies. But Andre was fantastic. Yeah, cleaning off the lens, wet lens with wet finger never works. Yeah, man, I should have looked up the name of the restaurant or the museum before I did this. I wouldn't have been able to pronounce it anyway. But if you guys are ever in Peniche, ask around about a museum where there used to be political prisoners. I'm sure someone can point in the right direction, and ask for Andre. He's gonna make your day. He was just a really awesome guy. But that's all I've got for Peniche, other than the diving. Definitely check the diving out. I'm not sure what's next, but you know the deal. It's gonna be awesome. See you there.